Hello, everybody. This is Marilyn Wilson from RETechnology, and I'm really excited to get us started on our webinar today. I know that many of you probably have thought about using client relationship management software or already do, or want to find out the best ways to take full advantage of it. And we've got an expert with us today that's going to really help you understand really how, if you live with the CRM and you really let it do what it's supposed to do for you, your business will do amazing things in 2020. So let's go to the next slide. I just want to do some housekeeping, and then I'm going to turn it over to our friend Shannon McGee. So Shannon is the sales director from whoops, I'm sorry. There you go.
Right.
There's Shannon. You can see her on the screen as well. She was gracious enough to actually put all of her makeup on today. Like some of us don't want to do that when we're in the office. So she's going to be taking us through some really exciting ideas today. And she's been at this game of helping realtors be super successful with CRM for quite some time. So she'll tell you all about that. Let's just click to the next slide, and I'll just give you some logistics, and then I'm going to turn it back over to her. So if you look on the right-hand side of the GoToWebinar control panel that you guys have, all of you, you'll see a sign that says questions, a little one. If you click on that little gray box next to that, that will open up that section, and then you can ask us a question anytime that you'd like during the session. We may answer some of them right as they're being asked, and then, but if you don't hear an answer right away, hold on, because we may answer it toward the end of the session as well. So we're excited to have all of you today. I hope this is going to be really a good use of your hour. I know it will, because I've seen the content. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Shannon, who's going to take us through the magic of how CRM can make your business, take it to a whole new level. Shannon?
Thank you so much, Marilyn. Really appreciate the introduction. And yeah, if you guys are asking questions, we do have a couple of IXACT Contact experts on the panel today that can answer those in real time. So let them fly, give them a little wave, tell them hello, so that they know you're out there in that Q&A box. And I'm going to jump right in, because we've got a ton of information to cover and only an hour to do it in. And I appreciate you guys all spending that hour with us this morning or afternoon, depending on where you're joining us from. We're going to go through a whole bunch of things today. And ultimately what we're getting at is what a real estate CRM is, why it's a cornerstone to your success in real estate sales. We'll introduce you to IXACT Contact and how we do real estate CRM. We have a marketing system with our email marketing and website platforms all integrated. We'll show you how you'll stay top of mind with hot prospects so you get the listing. And I'll show you 10 simple ways that IXACT Contact will work for you to help turbocharge your business so that in 2020, you're just taking it to that next level. You're going to be more organized. You're going to be more on top of things, more in touch. And of course, stay till the end, we do have a special offer for you. I always want to set up with what exactly is a CRM? Now, we may have IXACT Contact customers on here that already know. Some of you may be joining us for the first time. Some of you may be new to the industry and have heard this terminology or this abbreviation and simply are sort of still wondering, what does that actually stand for? The CRM is your customer relationship management system, your database, your contact management system, whatever you choose to call it. It helps you do three key things. You're going to store and manage your contact data in one central place. You're going to keep in touch and stay top of mind with your contacts, and the system will help you do that with things like automated reminders and automated email marketing, text marketing, social media marketing. You're going to stay better organized and in control with all of your tasks and appointments. And a real estate CRM is designed specifically for the needs of real estate agents. So things like the marketing plans, the templates, there's active business management, there's task lists, workflows that help you manage your real estate business. And what exactly, is a real estate CRM? We've got a whole bunch of, different points that I just went through. We also include things like a monthly email newsletter in IXACT Contact and a mobile-friendly website. And again, it's all real estate-specific content. And of course, kind of already answered the question, but what exactly is IXACT Contact? It is a next-gen real estate CRM with marketing automation. And what we mean by next-gen is that IXACT Contact is always growing, it's always changing, we're always pivoting to match with the industry and what realtors and our clients are asking us for. So you will always see new, interesting updates. You'll always see changes within the system. Nothing, of course, that's going to mess up, how you've already learned, but things that are new and exciting, that go with, again, what the industry is asking us for, we are always at the forefront of making those changes, integrations, and updates. And just like you guys, looking forward to the new year, have a ton of exciting things looking into what we're going to be adding and working on in the new year. Exact Contact includes, as we've already mentioned, a real estate CRM. So it's that contact management system. It's easy to learn and use. We have systems for both individuals and teams. We can also do corporate partnerships with brokerages or associations, include a recruiting CRM. And in both levels of the system, we have powerful email marketing. So that includes a mass email platform. So no need for your Constant Contact or your MailChimp. We include things like a monthly email newsletter, pre-written drip email campaigns. You can, of course, customize and create your own at any of those levels, but having that content at your fingertips is so helpful. We include a responsive agent website. Responsive, of course, means that they're visible and accessible on every device size. So they'll resize appropriately for whatever screen size you're using. We have automated social media marketing and a concierge customer service. So concierge means that we will step-by-step walk you through that initial setup of your account so that everything is set up and working for you right from day one. It will help you organize your business, keep in touch and stay top of mind so you build better relationships, generate more referrals and more repeat business. It will help you nurture and convert your prospects and leads into those long-term clients. Will help you plan for success with goal setting and performance tracking. So you can actually set up goals and then track your activity towards how you're performing against those goals that you set for yourself. And of course, above all, you're going to expand your business, you're going to manage your leads, and through some automated features of the system, it will work in the background for you. So it's not a system where you're having to work for it. We set it up so that it almost becomes like an assistant. There's certain automations that it can do for you. I've set up a little wish list since we're going into the holiday season. A little cheesy maybe, but Santa makes a list, you guys make a list, everybody sends a list to Santa. This is your business wish list. What do you want for 2020? And we're going to go through each of these points one by one, and I will show you the 10 things that Exact Contact can help you do to help you change your business game going into the new year. So you guys are joining us at the perfect time to get things organized with rich contact profiles, contact integration and categorization, and we can sync with your Gmail, Outlook, or your mobile contacts. So what does a contact record look like in Exact Contact? And first I'll pop over here and just give you a bit of the lay of the land in the dashboard. This is what you see when you first log into your Exact Contact system. Of course, you have to have contacts in there. So if you're just getting started with us and you haven't maybe uploaded or populated your contact list yet, some of these fields will be blank. But once you have your contact data in here and you're working in the system, this is what you're going to see when you log in. We've got all of your main menu items easily accessible down the left-hand side, your contact list like an e-Rolodex. Down the right-hand side, it's searchable by various keywords. And of course, your things like your Keep in Touch coach, tasks and appointments, your visibility to your business pipeline, what's coming, what are you working on now, your prospecting activities. And again, this is where we get back to goal setting. Closed business is, again, you've set goals for your active business. And this widget's showing you pictures of that. You can see your active listings and buyers, have a picture of what is actually in that active pipeline value-wise, what's it going to bring you in terms of commission. And of course, our original source reporting to show you not just where your contacts are coming from, but also where you're closing business. So where the most valuable source of your leads might be, whether it's referrals, whether it's Facebook ads, you'll know based on the tracking within the system. So some pretty cool functionality. The screen I wanted to get to here to go with our first slide, of course, getting your contact list organized and keeping it that way, is you just want to pop into a contact record. Super, super simple. And you'll notice right away, a contact record in Exact Contact is designed to be a household contact. So it's the main contact, it's their spouse or partner, and it means that you're keeping both of those contacts and multiple pieces of contact information for both contacts within one record. It's meant to be the household. You also have the ability to categorize your contacts, and this is really powerful. Being able to categorize with a status, a type, and contact groups, as well as an original source, which is further down the page, you have the ability to then search and filter based on who you're trying to communicate with. So for instance, if you were trying to send listings or invite people to an investment seminar, you'd want to be able to utilize these different categorizations to pull up just the group of people that you want to search for within the system. And I'm going to do a really simple search for you right now. You just click the search button over here. When you click into contact groups, you choose whatever list. I'm just going to pull up my A list for today. And I see that I have 27 contacts. When I actually pull that list into the list view, I now have the ability to select one or more or all of my contacts. And once I do, I have this neat little, almost like a Swiss Army knife of Exact Contact. You can also work with groups of contacts. So I could choose to mass assign everyone to a drip email campaign, to send them all a mass email or a mass text, or export this list because I want to send it to a printer to have something sent by direct mail. So very, very powerful being able to categorize, organize your contacts, and be able to communicate with the right groups of people at appropriate intervals. The synchronization, the synchronization with Gmail, Outlook, or your mobile device ensures that whenever you upload or save contacts to your phone, your email, you are going to be also having those contacts automatically updated in Exact Contact. So every time you save a new contact, it ends up both in your CRM as well as in your email. So if you're used to saving contacts to your Gmail or your Outlook platform, or just simply saving them in your phone, this will just help you have a much more seamless update of your CRM. It also syncs with your calendar, so keeping you always on top of things and always organized. One of the other things that a good CRM, and specifically Exact Contact, will help you do is to never miss the opportunity to follow up with a prospect or past client. You'll never lose that prospect to the competition. And we do this through the Keep in Touch coach. It will help you stay top of mind because you're following up, again, at appropriate intervals. And we also have automated e-newsletter and automated campaigns for birthdays and move-in anniversaries. So again, just back into Exact Contact here, and I can show you exactly how we do that. So this Keep in Touch coach you guys already saw just a moment ago in the dashboard. The Keep in Touch coach is driven by your business pipeline. So based on the status of the people in your business pipeline, the Keep in Touch coach knows how often to remind you to follow up with that person in that status. So for instance, we're looking today at hot prospects. Everyone in hot prospects will show up every 7 days. And if they're overdue past 7 days for follow-up, they'll stay at the front of the Keep in Touch coach. So it actually sorts them based on who is the most overdue. So again, this is a demo account. You guys are going to be much more on top of things than us. But I think you get the idea here is that if I were to log a prospecting update with Chris Cada, he would then be rescheduled with a new reminder 7 days from today. So it's not 7 days based on a static reminder, just like you can put in your Outlook calendar. It's based on 7 days from the last logged activity. So easily keeping you on track. You can set different intervals for different statuses. So very, very easy to stay on top of things and stay in touch. The other thing in terms of automation that Exact Contact includes is the ability to follow up with people on their move-in date and birthday. And birthdays are great, personal. It's a great way to follow up with past clients, hot prospects, friends and family, just keeping them, in your sphere with your communication. Birthdays are great. Everybody likes to wish happy birthday, but chances are they didn't forget their own birthday. Same with move-in anniversaries for real estate agents is they're so valuable in following up on. And a lot of agents don't do it. So you're really going to stand out from the competition when you're following up on key dates that, sure, are relatable to your business, but they're also personal to the person that you're following up with. So on a contact record, let me just pull up Mr. Stan Novak here, and you'll see that we also, on their home address, have the ability to track their move-in date, as well as a little further down, birthdays, or where did I put them? there they are, birthdays, the main contact as well as their spouse. In IXACT Contact, you can turn on an automated reminder, and it's this simple. You check off a couple of boxes. Put it in my calendar. I want a task. Maybe I want a task 7 days ahead because just depending on who this person is, I may want to go and put a Hallmark card in the mail, do something a little more personal. I can send myself a task reminder. This means I'll get an email reminder, and I like mine bright and early. And here's the magic. Automatically assign contacts with a move-in date to the event. When I check this box, it means that everyone in my database today that has a move-in date, just like Stan Novak, will automatically have this reminder turned on. It also means that going forward, anyone that I save a move-in date for on their contact record will have this reminder automatically turned on. So I can literally set this up once, and I will never have to add recurring events for move-in dates to my calendar. The system will do it in the background for you. You can also tell the system to automatically send them an email greeting card for their move-in anniversary. And we've created, there's different templates. You can choose the one that you like. Everyone's going to get the same one. No one's going to know. The system will automatically email this out to the person or couple, household that is on, that you have the reminder for. So even if you're busy, even if you have so many listings and buyers because you've been doing such a great job keeping in touch that you're out at showings and closings and just can't keep track of these things, the system is going to help do it for you. The monthly e-newsletter I'm actually going to get into in an upcoming slide. So I'm going to actually flip back over to my presentation just to say that we do have a done for you monthly e-newsletter, and I'll get to that in just a couple moments. We can also help you automate your lead capture, nurture, and conversion. Now, that means that we can automate the capture of your leads from basically various different sources. If they're coming from realtor.com, from an external website, from landing pages, from Facebook, we can have those leads automatically captured into IXACT Contact. When they're captured, you can set up an autoresponder. You can set up text and or email for that. You can set up targeted drip email campaigns to be automatically assigned. And if you're using the IXACT Contact website, you can do it based on whether they're a buyer or seller, because the system knows based on which form, on which page they were on when they filled out the form. And you can also have them automatically assigned to your monthly e-newsletter. This is getting into the technical sort of back end of the system. I'm not actually going to demo that page today, but I do want to sort of speak to the fact that it doesn't matter where your leads are coming from. You can have them all seamlessly come into your CRM. IXACT Contact does that. Any good CRM should do that. You should never have to enter your leads manually, once they've been captured into another system. So essentially, any source that you're getting leads from. We are also a Zillow Tech Connect partner. We're connected with Homes.com and 5 Street with direct integrations, and we have APIs for various other systems, including Zapier. Overall, the system should help you stay in control and have better management of your business pipeline. And we already looked at the business pipeline briefly, as well as the Keep in Touch coach. And I'm just going to pop back in here, and I'm actually going to go right into the business pipeline. It's visual. It means that I can say, oh, I have 15 hot prospects. Who are they? And then click through to actually see who they are. One thing I actually don't have in my slides, and I'll just point to quickly here, is the reason that these contacts have a photo. And that's actually something called social intelligence. It's a direct integration into the system. It means that anyone with an email address will have this social intelligence tab on their contact record. And when you click it, it means that you'll actually get a quick little profile of who this person is. And if there's a link to like their Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, then you will automatically have a connection directly to that populates their photo right onto the contact record. So really cool little tweaks and interesting ways to be able to connect with people through their social media, to be able to see just a little bit more detail about who they are as a person. The business pipeline allows you to really filter your contacts. So you can see that you've got your new unqualified leads and organize them. Once I figure out, who this person is, they came from Zillow and I've got to call them and find out, are they a buyer or a seller? What are they looking for? Then I can categorize them into a more appropriate status, right? So long-term prospects, hot prospects. Maybe they're unassigned because they're just a looky-loo and I'll think about circling back with them later. If there's someone that's looking for a rental, you can actually create up to 3 of your own unique statuses in here. And that's what we've done with specifically renters. So really, it's just a matter of being able to click through and see the list of exactly who it is that you're looking for and be able to update their status, log a prospecting update. So in addition to the Keep in Touch coach, which reminds you automatically at specified intervals, your business pipeline allows you to view and filter quickly and easily without even having to do a search. So this is just a simple filter based on the current status. And the Keep in Touch coach, we already spoke to previously. Again, it's all driven through that business pipeline. So as long as someone's in the appropriate status, you're going to get reminders at the right interval. So you're following up at the right time, ensuring that you're the person they think of when they're ready. You're going to become an email and text marketing superstar. And we're going to make it really, really easy for you. We have a done-for-you monthly e-newsletter, done-for-you drip emails. There are 9 different campaigns fully written in the system. There's no limits to the number of emails you can send, drip or mass emails. It's not like a lot of the mass email platforms where you can only send X number per day. There's no limit to that. You can actually see, of course, like all good mass emailing systems, campaign reporting, which shows you exactly who's opening your email, how many times they opened it, even who clicked on a hyperlink. And we also have mass text marketing. So this is where I wanted to get into our monthly e-newsletter and show you exactly what that looks like. This is a sample e-newsletter, and of course it will have your brand. It'll have your picture, your logo, all of your contact information, and we write the content for you. It's personalized to the person or household that you're sending it to. And of course, there's a personal message, there's your signature, and then the 3 articles. And these are always articles of interest for anyone who is a homeowner, is thinking about being a homeowner, wants to be a homeowner, isn't sure. It is information that positions you as an expert in all things owning a home, not necessarily just buying or selling a home. So it makes this really nice connection where you're knowledgeable and you're present. You can customize this, of course, to include additional articles, or you can remove some of our articles if you feel like it's just not relevant, or if this house doesn't look like a house in your neighborhoods, then you can replace the photo. So it is all customizable. You can edit the content, add your own, add a listing, add a community event that you sponsored recently, invite people to come out to the farmers market in the local community center, whatever the 3rd Sunday of the month is, because you'll be there, and you want to meet them. Whatever you want to add to this, you can really make it your own. That's just some examples of what I've seen other agents adding to their monthly e-newsletter to just make it their own, make it personalized. So great content. This is set up to be a set it and forget it. And I would say a lot of our customers do that. If your customer's on the line today, I'm sure you can agree with that you say, I just sort of set it up and I review it once a month, but I let it go out. And it's as simple as choosing which day of the month do you want it to go on, what time of the day, giving it a subject line, and choosing who it's going out to. If you're unsure of who to send it to everyone. There is always an unsubscribe. It's not content that's selling you or any specific listing, and it's just great content. It's reminding people that you are in real estate. It's a way to stay top of mind with fantastic content. And I mentioned a moment ago with the lead capture that you can have leads automatically assigned to your monthly e-newsletter. That's simply done with these little checkboxes. It's essentially automatically assign contacts that come into my system because I entered them manually, because they're synced with my Gmail, because they were captured from a website, or I imported a file. Basically, any source, when I check off these boxes, will automatically start to get your next monthly e-newsletter. And customizing it is super simple. It's just a matter of previewing it. You can customize the articles, which allows you to edit, exclude, or add. And then, of course, with campaign reporting, you have the ability to actually see exactly who is looking at your messages. I'm actually just going to pop into a different account for a second here. We actually practice what we preach. We use IXACT Contact every day in-house. this database that I'm logging into, as you can see, is quite a bit larger than the demo one. We send emails through our own system, and we're sending these to partners, to brokerages, to prospective agents that are looking for a CRM like yourselves with our messaging. And of course, we always want to go back and look and see what exactly was sent out and how many people opened it. And you can get right into the unique open details and see a specific list of who opened your message. Now, I can give you a real world example. If you sent out a hot listing, and you can use it, there's a template in IXACT Contact for a just listed email flyer. If you popped in all your photos and a bit of information and a hyperlink to the virtual online tour, and you sent that out to your hot buyer prospects that you thought might be interested, and you sent it to maybe 50. I knew you wanted to call all 50, but realistically, you just don't have time. But if you can see the 20 people that opened your email, and then maybe the 6 that actually clicked through to view that, the 5 or 6 that clicked through to actually view the online virtual tour, wouldn't it make your life so much easier knowing who the hottest prospects are that might actually be interested in that listing? Because again, if you send it to 50 people and 20 people opened it and 6 clicked through, chances are those 6 either have an interest or know somebody who might have an interest. So you're just narrowing that down and being able to pull those hot leads that are hiding in your own database up to the front of where you need to see them. So that's just one way to use the email campaign reporting, and it's just so valuable. As most agents, we look at sales agents, we look at email campaign reporting and we go, great, people opened my email, but we don't really do anything with it. And I'm telling you, you can actually action that, and it will just make you that much more efficient. Because again, if you had 50 hot buyer prospects that you thought might be interested in that listing, and you really wanted to connect with all of them, but you're not sure who might be most interested, it's a very simple way to narrow down by sending out the email, and the following day, or even if you sent it in the morning, looking at it later that night, who actually clicked and showed interest, and will help you just be more efficient in your follow-up. Mass text marketing, I do want to just briefly touch on. You can turn on mass text marketing. It does send the messages from a dedicated phone number. So it's not your own phone number, so always put who you are when you're sending that message. And what they'll get is a message that says exactly what you're sent to them. It will send directly to their cell phone. They can respond back, and when they do respond back, you can continue the conversation here in the message bubble right from the CRM. You can continue the conversation on your mobile device. So even if you initiate the message in IXACT Contact, and you always will for a mass message where you're sending the same thing to multiple contacts, when they respond, you then can choose, if you're logged in and sitting at your system, you may choose to continue the conversation here. You may continue the conversation just one-to-one with them on your phone directly. And of course, that's just one way that a lot more agents are starting to do their marketing is through the mass texting. Mass texting has a virtually 100% open rate at this point. It's kind of like where email marketing was years ago when people first started sending out email blasts, is that people are opening it because it's new, it's personal, right? So even though texting is not new, we still see it as personal. We tend to look at every text message that we receive. So it's just that much more engaging when you're sending out that type of messaging. So just another cool little feature that IXACT Contact offers. It is an add-on to the system, but it's as little as $5 a month, depending on the number of texts that you're going to send. So really great, easy way to just continue to communicate with your contacts. IXACT Contact also, of course, allows you to work on the go. We understand that you're very rarely sitting in an office. You're very rarely able to have your computer open in front of you unless it's the beginning or the end of the day. And the rest of the day, you're running around. So you can actually access IXACT Contact through a mobile app. You download it from the App Store, whether it's Apple or Android, and you'll have access to all of your contacts, your active business information, your tasks, your keep in touch coach. So whatever you need to do on the go, you can do. Really, the only thing that's not included is being able to create HTML mass emails, which, quite frankly, you wouldn't really want to do on your phone screen. So, but you have access to all of your contact data. You can make phone calls and log those notes, so you're not having to remember who you called and get back to your computer and actually log that. You can do it while you're on the fly. So something that basically all good CRMs should have today. We use the IXACT Contact app. I'll use that at an event to make notes for somebody that I just met and talked to and I need to follow up with. I will enter them and then log myself a task to then follow up after the event. So great way to just stay on top of things while you're on the go. IXACT Contact, unlike a lot of CRMs, also includes the ability to develop your online presence. We include a mobile responsive agent website. So if you don't have a website today, if you have a website but you don't love it, if you have a website that doesn't look nice on a phone because you have to pinch and zoom or scroll side to side to get to the entire site, I would strongly suggest looking at our mobile responsive agent website. It does render perfectly on every screen size, and we are actually also launching, this is one of the new exciting things I can give you guys some insider knowledge on, we are actually going to be launching new website templates, new designs, early in the new year. I don't have an exact date yet, they're still being developed, but I've seen them, they're gorgeous. If you do luxury property, that's the direction we're going. So it's a great way to have that online presence. So again, at the moment, there are 4 different layouts that you can choose from. Right out of the box, the site is 16 pages already written for you. So again, you're never going to be sitting in front of a blank screen for your website, just like you're never going to be sitting in front of a blank screen for your marketing. We believe that salespeople are salespeople and marketers are marketers. Sometimes they cross the line, but you're just too busy, right? And I don't know about you, but as a salesperson, I'm not really a writer. So sitting down, I may know what I want to say to someone, but actually sitting down and putting it onto a website or putting it, pen to paper, if you will, can sometimes be the more direct challenge. So with the agent website, with IXACT Contact, you've got pages with information for buyers, information for sellers. Every single page of this website has a contact form. So there's a general contact form. And then, of course, on the pages for buyers and sellers, there's forms that specifically say, are you a buyer looking to buy? Are you a seller looking to sell? And when someone fills out those forms, that automated lead capture thing we talked about earlier, because the website is directly integrated to the CRM, it knows which form was filled out, and you can choose a different drip campaign, a different category status, depending on which form was filled out. So very, very easy, again, to manage the back end of that. You can still have the autoresponder going out. You still get a notification in real time that you have a new lead. The property search here, IDX, again, is an optional add-on. It's done through a partner service. You can do IDX for as little as $13 a month. And it's really just about having searchable listings on your website from your local board, and of course, featured listings. And these can be either your listings or your office's listings, just depending on what's going to give a better picture when people are visiting your website. So very, very easy to set up and get started with this. We have a quick start webinar that walks you through the website setup. There's tutorial videos. And of course, our concierge setup support team will walk you through the setup of your website and of course, any customization. So even though there's 16 pages here, you can add more, you can edit the pages, you can remove pages to really customize it and make it your own. Just give you a customer example. We've got our friend Flint here in Nolensville, Tennessee. He's part of Beacon Real Estate, but you can see he's got his own great little brand, nolensvillerealty.com. And of course, he's customized this page to really make it all about Nolensville, Tennessee. He's got different events in December that are coming up, restaurants that he likes to recommend. He's constantly changing, how many buyers and sellers he's worked with, his social media on the page, and then of course it flows into listings. And that's just the homepage. He's created a number of different customized pages. So although the template, the layout is set, you can always customize and make it your own. Here's another example. This is actually the exact same theme, same layout, but a very different look and feel. This customer decided to have an actual waterfront photo of their local neighborhood. And they've gone sort of the more video approach. There's really no text on their homepage. They've just gone with, this is us, this is Team Stevens, with a great video. So you can really customize this and have the look and feel that you want, but you're never going to start from scratch. So if you don't have a good website today, or you need a new one, it's included with your IXACT Contact, and you can add those searchable listings. We can also help you, just in terms of your online marketing, turn your social media marketing into a lead gen machine. And we're going to help you improve your social media with automated social media posting via a service we call Social Stream. And if I pop back over into my dashboard here, Social Stream is a service that pulls articles from national news sources. So you can see we've got Architectural Digest, Better Homes and Gardens, Martha Stewart, Realty Times, so all kinds of different publications. Every article is read by a human being and tagged with topics that are appropriate. So when you're setting this up, again, there's a nice little wizard here that walks you through. It will ask you, which publications do you want to include or exclude? Which topics do you want to include or exclude? And how often do you want to post? You can actually post fully automatically up to 3 times a day, 21 times a week. You can choose how often this is occurring. The publications, you can choose even if you'd rather get a notification and approve the article before it hits your social media, you can toggle that back from being fully automated as well. And I'll show you an example of what one looks like on our good friend Jay's page here. It would look like this. It would have, your page name and the article. And when someone clicks this article to read more, they're actually taken to a landing page with a pop-up that has your, again, all of it has your branding, but it asks for the visitor's contact information, which can be so difficult to get from your social media contacts. Often our social media contacts are trying to be anonymous. This is just a way to say, hey, I'm providing you with great content. Would you like to see more of this? I would love to have your email address, right? You can change this message. This is just, it's boilerplate, or you can edit it. It means that you can ask them for a specific reason, right? Whether it's to communicate with them with your e-newsletter, subscribe to my e-newsletter, etc. It means that you're going to be able to communicate with them on an ongoing basis. And just like leads from other sources, it's going to automatically create a contact record in IXACT Contact, and you're going to get an email notification right away. So this is a great way to bring people to your page, to provide them something of value with the content, and of course, always have your brand associated with it. So great social media content that will help you then also capture leads from your social media and not get eventually sucked into the rabbit hole of being stuck in Messenger, talking back and forth with someone and not ever knowing their information. And of course, you're ultimately going to get more referrals and repeat business because you've got all of this going on in the background for you. And will also help you stay organized and in control of your business. There's active business area, and I touched on this just briefly a few minutes ago with your listings and closings. And I pop back over here. Your active business area of the system is what allows you to actually then track all of your listings, what the status is, all of the details of that listing. So what your commission is going to be, any key dates that you need reminders for, what the type of property is. You can also keep track of showings, related parties, the mortgage agent, the landscaper that's doing some work on it for you. And you also have the ability to assign an activity plan. And the activity plans in IXACT Contact for listings are to-do lists. So we've designed these to be a list of all the things you would do from the time you get a new listing all the way through until it closes. How does that help you? It means, A, you don't have to create the task list. You can edit this one and make it your own. Everybody has a slightly different process with listings. We understand that. It also means that you're never going to miss a key event with a specific listing. It means that everything is always going to be on track. It means you don't have to worry about what it is you have to do day to day, especially when you get into having multiple properties on the go. The system, your CRM, is always going to remind you of the key events, the key things you have to do day by day. It will give you those reminders and then allow you to check things off so that you've got this completed activities rolling tally. So very, very easy to manage within the system. There we go, sorry. The listing and closing activity plans have automated reminders. So again, they're going to email you every day. You can also, of course, see the tasks in your task list within the system. And of course, bonus, you're going to set business goals and actually be able to achieve them. We all want to set goals. We all may have a sort of a goal in our mind, but being able to actually log those into a system that then will systematically track your performance, your commission, your prospecting activity, and one gets the other, right? We can't just make commission. We have to do the prospecting activity. We have to do the follow-up to be able to get the listing, get the buyer, get the commission, ultimately. And IXACT Contact makes that super, super simple. You can actually set goals for how much money do I want to make this year, for how many listing presentations does that mean I have to do, how many listings do I have to get, how many closed listings, buyer presentations, and so on. It also asks you how many contacts and then the activity you're going to log with those contacts. As you enter listings and as you log activity, the system tracks those. And we looked at this briefly right at the beginning, is that we have a visual representation of what your goals are and where you're at as you work towards those goals. So you've got how many new contacts, how many referrals, how many phone calls, how many handwritten notes. Now, of course, it will show you where you're at towards your goal. And again, this is a demo database, so we're not logging activity the way that you will in the system. But as you start to log that activity, it's a really nice feeling to be able to log in here and see that you're at 102% of your goal. Or on the flip side of that, be able to see that, oh, I should really do a few more pop buys because I'm falling behind on that. Right? So just the things where we need to pull up our own socks or the things where we know we're excelling make it that much easier to then ultimately achieve the goals that we've set for ourselves, because you always have it visually right on your dashboard in front of you. And the same thing goes for closed business. This widget will represent, if you said that you wanted to make X amount of commission, here's where I am here at the top, gross commission, and that means I have to do X number of listings, X number of buyers. The system will then, as you log those things in the active business area, it will be able to actually flow that through to this dashboard widget. So again, you're seeing, oh, I need to do some more listings, I need to do more buyers from the goals that I set for myself. And we suggest, if you don't know what the goals are, especially if you're new to the industry, ask a coach, ask a mentor, ask your broker owner. They will know what sort of the generalization will be, so that you're setting realistic but still challenging goals for yourself. And that's just going to keep you on track. I want to pop back over here because I noted something about a study done by Active Rate. And they've done this study over and over again, but it continues to show that using a real estate CRM is found to be key to the success of top performing agents. And the reason is that it is keeping you organized. It's keeping you on top of things. It's keeping you in touch at appropriate intervals. And it's working in the background for you so that you're not scrambling and trying to remember and flipping through a notebook to find your last call notes. The system makes it easy to access, makes it automated to have reminders and communication going out so that you are able to then meet those goals and get to the prospecting activity that's going to ultimately get you the commission. So it's just, again, flowing that through everything we're talking about today is that systematizing, using something that is going to keep you on top of things, keep you organized, is just going to push you ahead of your competition, because you're going to be the one that's always following up at the appropriate time. You're going to be the one that sends out emails on a regular basis. And whether someone reads the emails on a regular basis or whether they just read them once in a while, it means that they always see you, they always see your brand, they always see that you're communicating with them specifically about real estate on a regular basis. So I wanted to touch on this again. And of course, it's your business wish list. And we've checked it twice, just like Sansa does with his list. We've gone through everything that we could possibly look at to get your contact list organized. We're going to make sure you never again miss the opportunity to follow up with a prospect or past client. We'll help you automate your lead capture, nurture, and ultimately conversion. We'll help you stay in control and have better management of your business pipeline, become an email and text marketing superstar, and we'll help you keep track of your contacts and business while on the go with the mobile app, of course. Help you build an online presence if you need help with a website. We'll turn up your social media into a lead gen machine. So it's not just posting to social media, it actually has the ability to ask someone to provide their contact information, ultimately generating leads for you. They'll help you set business goals and actually achieve them, stay organized and in control of your listings and buyers, and ultimately get more referrals and repeat business. And of course, we're also going to help you get set up quickly and easily. And we do that with our concierge setup service. It's all complimentary. It's included with your free trial subscription. And think of a free trial with Exact Contact more like a free setup period. It's not a freemium. You do have access to anything and everything that we discussed today. All of the features can be set up and working for you long before the end of your free trial period. We actually help you do that. So we will upload your data for you. There is a self-import tool if you prefer. You can upload your own list. We will help you set up your monthly e-newsletter and walk you through setting up your email header, your signature, your keep in touch coach, making sure that all of those business pipeline statuses are appropriate so that your keep in touch coach is working effectively. We can sync with Google or Outlook or your mobile contacts, help you set up automated lead capture from other sources, and also help you set up your website if you decide to move forward with the Exact Contact website. We provide unlimited ongoing support. So it's not just that setup support. You can call the team whenever you need it. We also have live chat within the application or email support if it's not something you need urgently. So there's always the ability to contact us and get the system really working for you, and then have our ongoing support for any changes or assistance that you need. I would like to show the value, and I think this actually is this $90 to $230 a month is a pretty conservative number. If you were to get a world-class, next-gen real estate CRM, a professionally written monthly e-newsletter with an email marketing platform and campaign reporting where you can actually send that newsletter out, and a mobile-friendly website, especially including the website. I think this number is pretty conservative at $230. It's all just $33 a month. That's on annual billing. You can also choose to do monthly billing, and there's never any contract. Bonus, of course, rookies get 6 months free. And we consider a rookie anyone who's in their first year in real estate. We know how hard it is to get started in new business. We know how hard it is to start building your client list and building a rapport and brand. And Exact Contact will help you do all of those things. It's especially helpful to you to start doing that from day one. And we talk to a lot of new agents that say, oh, I don't have any contacts, or I don't have enough contacts to start using the CRM. If you have any contacts, and you do, right? None of us have lived under a rock. You've got people from your hockey team, your friends and family. Start there. People that already know you, and introduce them to the fact that you're starting in real estate, and then your business will grow from there, right? Build it on their referrals. You're going to capture leads from other sources, but ultimately, your friends and family are the ones that already know and like you, and chances are they'll tell their friends, their additional friends and family about you. So as a rookie, 6 months free. By then, your system should have gotten you organized, kept you in touch enough that you're starting to convert those leads into active clients and perhaps even closed listings at that point. We do have a special offer, as I mentioned at the beginning, for everybody today on the webinar. If you're not a rookie, it's an extended 60-day free trial. Our usual free trial is 5 weeks. You can sign up at the URL on the screen, exactcontact.com/RETech, or if you need to learn more, just add an LM or learn more at the end of that. My contact information is there. If you email or call, happy to chat, answer any questions before you get started. And on that subject of questions, I'm going to flip it back over to Marilyn for a minute and see what's in the Q&A box that we should speak to.
Well, Shannon, you've definitely gotten people thinking. There's a ton of questions in here, so I'll give you a few. And I think many of you that have answered, I believe the Exact Contact team is answering you individually too, but I'll give some of the highlights of ones I think maybe can help everyone. One question was, with regard to specific client history, is there a place where I can see my notes related to that client all on one page? So can I get a quick overview of my history with that one client?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'll just flip away from the screen for just 1 second. If I pop into a contact record, there is an activities and history tab, and this will show you the log of all of your phone calls, notes, emails that were sent out. It even will show you if a specific email was opened or not. So all on the activities
Gotcha.
and
So it
history tab within a contact.
shows the whole history. Okay, so since we're heading into the holidays and all of us are going to lose 40 pounds next year and are gonna exercise every day, right? We all have these things that we all set. I'm sure some of you on the call are setting New Year's resolutions to say, I know that if I work my sales process more effectively and provide a better discipline, I'm going to be more successful, right? And let's say someone maybe to the rookies or even those that just haven't yet tried a process like this. How do you get started, and what's your advice to be able to do it for more than that week and a half, like those of us that go to the gym and never go back?
Yeah, we don't want you to be the gym people that, personally, I avoid the gym for the first 2 months of the year because by March, everybody's gone. So it's not busy anymore. We want you to come and we want you to stay, and we will help you with that. Ultimately, the first thing to get started with is to have your contact list loaded into the system. A lot of agents that will start a new system will look at it and go, I just want to see the features. But so many of those features are contingent upon having contact data in the system. And like anything, it's repetition. It's actually changing your thought process to actually use the system for your day-to-day tasks. So rather than going for your notebook, every time you want to go to your notebook or you want to go to your Outlook and make a note in the contact record, go to your CRM and do those things there. It's about changing how you work. Really easy to get started. If you've got your contacts in another system, if you've got them in a spreadsheet already, that's fantastic. If you've got them in Outlook, wherever they happen to be, we can help you export those into a spreadsheet, upload that to the system, and then set up a concierge call with our support team. They will schedule a call and they'll spend a full hour walking you through the setup steps so that things like your monthly e-newsletter are automatically sending out. Wouldn't that be a great way to kick off the new year? Having your e-newsletter all ready to go and send out on the 5th or whatever you want to do. It will automatically start doing that for you just by doing those quick little setup steps. And then you'll learn the other functions the more you work in the system.
So there's another question about database. Is there a simpler way to clean up my database? I have over 700 contacts and I'd like to better organize it. So it sounds like the answer is call IXACT Contact and you'll help them. Is that a good answer?
To some degree, yeah. I mean, it depends on where the contacts are today. My suggestion is if you're trying to clean up your list, rather than try to clean it up before you put it into IXACT Contact, put it into IXACT Contact and clean it up in there. You can use things like search, where you can actually pull everybody in your list all into that list view, and then check off the ones you want to delete. Check off the ones that you want to be assigned as hot prospects and work with them on a list view. You don't have to go through it contact by contact, and we will help you with that process.
Oh, that makes sense. So then you're not only cleaning it up, but you're organizing it to say the types of communication that each of the folks get. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Someone asked the question, can you talk a little bit about the SEO that's available with your websites?
So IXACT Contact, it's a WordPress website. So we're not specifically a website company. We are a CRM company that offers a good website. If you wanted additional SEO, other than being able to put the tag words and keywords into the back end of the WordPress pages, you would want to actually go to an online marketing company, a website marketing company, to have them do that additional promotion and things for you. But it is optimized in that you can put in the keywords. If you're doing IDX, it's indexable. So if someone is searching for a specific address because they saw your sign, then all of the listings are searchable. We also provide blog content, which you can add to, and that's another great way to start driving traffic to your site.
One more back on the contacts. That's a hot topic, obviously. How do you transfer a large database over 700 birthday lists to sync with my exact existing contact? Is there a way to marry those two types of data up?
It would all have to be in one spreadsheet to do the upload. We're not able to sort of merge it that way. But what you would want to do is have it all in a spreadsheet. If there's a column for birthday, then we'll upload those birth dates into the appropriate fields.
Gotcha. Here's another question. Do you have a plan for the whole office? I have 5 people in my office. That comes from George.
Yeah, we do. And it depends on how the office works. We also have team functionality. So if everyone works, if it's a team leader with everybody sort of underneath, the team functionality allows you to all work collaboratively as well. You can choose who can see which contacts, whether everybody sees everything or just sees their own. Team leader can always see everything. It means you can also then assign tasks and appointments to each other. That's the team functionality. And we do have programs for entire offices. Call me if you're looking for something for a whole office. We typically start at 10 to 15 agents, but we can also look at something for just 5, depending on how the group works together.
Gotcha. And with the CRM, you mentioned that you can sync with Outlook and Gmail. Does it sync both ways? So if I update something in my CRM, it'll go back into my contacts?
It sure does.
In my Gmail or email?
And it's contacts and or calendar.
Gotcha. What are the hours of support, and is support by phone, and is there regular training available? Maybe start with the training and then go back to the hours.
Yeah, I'll work backwards from there. So yes, in terms of training, our concierge setup service is actually a one-on-one call with you to walk you through the setup of the system and teach you how to use it. There's also a quick start webinar, which is essentially a concierge call on a webinar format with someone there to answer questions. And there's a series of tutorial videos as well as a help guide. So if you're just looking for more of a do-it-yourselfer and you wanted a quick little video on how to set up your email header, there's a quick short little video just for that specific thing. So you're never going to have to watch hours and hours of anything to get set up and learn something. You can always go directly to the feature you're looking for more information. Support is available 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday, and that's including most holidays, unless they're both Canada and U.S. holidays. We're located in Toronto, so we have the advantage of you guys will get support even when you're off on a holiday because we're supporting our Canadian customers. Support is available by phone. They're also available by live chat within the system or email. So it just depends on where you're at, how quickly you need the support. They do have the ability to screen share with you if you're stuck on something, and just sometimes helps if they can see what it is that you're looking at.
Gotcha. Question: what if I already have a website? Do I need to use the website functionality, or can I just use my website, and do they connect together if I do?
Oh yeah, that's a great question actually. You do not have to use the IXACT Contact website. It's a great website. It's included with your account. But if you've already got a great website or you've done a custom website, spent a lot of time and money on it, we can simply have your leads from that website automatically forwarded to the CRM where they'll create a contact record. You can still have the autoresponder sent if you wish, and you will get a notification in real time. You can actually get lead notifications via text message and or email.
Here's another question about contacts. We all know in marketing how difficult maintaining contact databases are. If I have Gmail syncing with IXACT Contact and I delete an IXACT, does it delete it from my Gmail account as well?
Yes, it would.
Got it. So it's complete sync. When I update one place, it updates in the other place.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And there's a lot of questions in here. It looks like from folks that may already use the system. I would go back to those.
Sure.
I don't know, actually, Shannon, where should they, if they have questions about their current solution, where should they contact to do that? Just to info@IXACT Contact, or what's the best place to reach you guys?
Yeah, support. If they're an existing customer and they have questions about their own account and setting something up specifically, support at IXACTcontact.com would be the best email. And if they phone the same phone number that has my extension after it there, they'll press 2 to get to support.
Perfect. Okay. Weena asks, are you doing another webinar soon? I'd like my boss to look at this. Certainly this one is just for everyone's sake. We're recording this today. And for all of those that you attended, we'll be sending you a copy of the recording along with some other information. So any of you could just forward this the recording today. And I don't know if Shannon, if you might promote on your website if there's other upcoming webinars in addition to this one that people might want to attend.
We have a few that we're just confirming dates on now for the new year. I don't have a registration page or anything to direct anybody to, but like Marilyn said, the best way to introduce this particular webinar would just be to watch the recording, and then you can do so at your convenience.
Yeah. For sure. All right. Well, we're at the top of the hour. Thank you for all of your active participation, and thank you, Shannon, for all the great information. As Shannon said, if you would like to sign up for this right now, go to Exact. Can you put that back? Put the contact info.
There we go.
Just read this. exactcontact.com/RETech. Or if you just want to learn more, exactcontact.com/RETechLM, or contact Shannon directly. And if you have any questions for RETechnology, you feel free to reach me at Marilyn@RETechnology. And if there's anything that we can answer, we'll forward it over to Shannon and her team, and they'll take care of it for you. So everyone, thank you so much for your attendance today. And hopefully this was a very useful hour of use. And I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season. And you'll be back at it, signed up for Exact Contact January 1st, ready to go to make it a huge year for you in 2020. Thanks, everybody.
Absolutely.
Have a great day.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.